Welcome back to another episode in the Tennessee Titans franchise, and we are slowly but surely honing in on the Super Bowl, our big target this season. We want to win the Super Bowl. That's the season target. The playoff bracket, first off, before we do anything else, we'll show that again we're going to be playing against the Raiders. One of our, I would say, friendly rivalry is beginning to form here. They're not really rivals like the Jags are, like the Colts are, or the Texans. They're just a team that we always meet competitively, that we always have a battle with. And yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how this game plays out. On the other side, on the NFC side, it's super interesting because, again, the Cardinals are making a push here for the Super Bowl. We played them last time in the Super Bowl, by the way. We won that game, obviously, but yeah, Shedeur Sanders, son of Coach Prime, is the quarterback there, and he's really doing very well, obviously. So, before we do anything else, we'll be taking a look at our injury situation, because that is something we need to figure out very quickly. I will also do that after weekly strategy again, but right now, bringing Gray and Barton back is of the utmost importance. So yes, we can bring him back, and that is a big boost to our team. That is incredibly important. I can't really put that into words. Tyjae Spears is out for the season. Chris McAdams out for the season. Eric Lynch also out for the season. I just put him on injured reserve because, yeah, I didn't feel like keeping him around. Wouldn't have made that much sense. Yeah, really feel like this is going to give us a small boost, right? The smallest of boosts. We have to cut a player. That will not be a problem. But first off, we're going to be taking a look at this breakout RB. All right, it's one of those SMS messaging things. Coach, our rushing attack was great last week. I think Jenny Bradley was a big reason why. Really impressed with some of the big plays he made. I'd like to see if he can lead the charge against Las Vegas this week. Who knows? If he breaks out, we might have a franchise running back on our hands. All right, what do I need to do? Get Jenny Bradley 2+ touchdowns or 100 yards rushing receiving. All right, we're gonna try that, but not at the cost of winning the game. All right, that is the utmost importance here for us. I just want to see, are there any key injuries that might be important for us? We just played the Raiders, so we know the team. For those that didn't watch that episode, you can, if you want more depth here, let's just take a look here. Andrew James is injured, their starting center, so it's either going to be Isaac Weaver or somebody else from the offensive line. So go back to that episode, rewatch that game. It was a great game, by the way. They're just always so hard to play. But yeah, it doesn't look like it. Today this is only going to be a quick checkup, and I don't really see any players missing here, so we're gonna have the full package. Gonna have to deal with a full fit team, and that is horrible. All right, good. Now, weekly strategy. Again, what I'm doing here in the playoffs is pretty simple. All right, I'm sticking to what works, and that is the short pass defense, and I'm also sticking to what works in terms of training. We're going with splits for everybody. We're going with half pads. I don't want XP. I want a fully fit team. We need a fully fit team to be somewhat competitive here and to have a chance. Injuries can creep in at any time, as we just saw with Tyjae Spears and Chris McAdams. Those really hurt me. But yeah, what can you do? Rushing 200 yards. All right, let's just go for this one. We have to get it anyways. 20 points or less. Let's try this one here. 300 offensive yards. Alrighty, and 450 offensive yards. I just like this one because we usually hit the middle mark. All right, lucky me. No new injuries. This is good. Now it's time to reshuffle the depth chart here. Just make sure that that is working. After we do player upgrades, and then we'll have to cut a player. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to handle that actually. It would probably be one of the players that'll return to the practice squad, because I just dragged 2 players up from there and signed Nick Chubb as a running back. Bryce Ramsey here. He will be getting an upgrade. I feel like I want to keep him around though. You know, he's not looking too bad. He's straight from our own practice squad, so I really want to give him a shot here, give him some play time. And he's not looking too bad, actually. You know, he's not too far off Russ Randolph, 78 rated at age 24. I also like this one here a lot. So, yeah, big question marks everywhere. How do we handle this? We'll take a look at the depth chart. Let's do that there. All right. Currently 54 out of 54. So the quarterback situation is settled. Here I'm going to go with Bradley, who's going to be leading the charge. I'm going to have Nick Chubb here as well. I could cut him in favor of keeping Bryce Ramsey around, who's actually the same overall. It doesn't make any sense keeping him around. Josh Whyle will be able to fill in. We've got the wide receiver set. Chig Okonkwo is back. Thank frick. Alright, Dijon Price, we're just going to do a little shuffle here. At left guard, we've got Jack Linsley and now Russ Randolph. This is a setup that I like even more than the one I had before with Lynch. Yes, I know he was a rookie, so that it was good that he was there, but I actually like this setup way more. We're going to go Neil Wilcox here. Or do we go with James Houston? Now let's get Wilcox some more reps. Risa Isaac leading this here. Glenn Sprinkle, all right, looking good. Kenneth Murray. Still intent on getting Mitch Burris a reveal. Let's see how that works out though. So I'm going to put him here next to Kenneth Murray Jr. And Henry to Otto as he's Al-Shaair. That should work out. Justin Patton, again, maybe we can push him over people so that I don't have to reshuffle this all the time. Sonny Styles still the leader here. Third down running back, this is going to be Bryce Ramsey. Interesting. Power halfback is going to be Nick Chubb unless I cut him. Slot wide receivers, alright, that's that. But I will be cutting Nick Chubb. I just feel like it doesn't make a lot of sense, you know, having him on the team. Jalen Wilcox had plenty of depth. I don't really feel like cutting him. Netane Muti, certainly want to have him around this season. Kyle Phillips, Henry to Otto. No, I just brought him in. That wouldn't make any sense. I'm going to be cutting Nick Chubb. I don't want to do the man dirty, but I just like my homegrown players more. And they're actually on par while being 9 years younger. So, Nick Chubb. Sorry, my man. Gotta cut you again. Here we go. All right. I think we're ready. I think we are ready. We can spend some more points on staff upgrades. Let's just do that exceptionally quickly. We've got 19, so we should be able to get 2 of these here. Boost agility for halfbacks. Let's do just that. Maybe that'll help us achieve our target this season. Not this season, but this game. And for now, guys, yeah, we're ready. Let's kick off the conference championship against the Raiders, again at home. That's nice, actually. There we are, Nissan Stadium. Once again, we get to welcome another team here, and this time it's going to be the Raiders, led by Caleb Williams, Josh Jacobs showing off the away uniform, Devontae Adams here. So this is an incredibly complete team, all right? When the Ravens last week were looking like the real deal, then the Raiders this week are the real deal times 10, tripled, doubled, whatever. Maybe even squared. But here we go. The Titans are looking like a very solid group. I really like the younger players that have come in, that have replaced some of the stalwart players that we started the franchise out with. But we always have to fight. It's never easy. It just never is easy. That is really something. All right, we're getting ready to kick. Raiders ready to receive. Please stop them. Now it's not happening, and we immediately start chasing the game. Zone split week. We're gonna focus the running. We have to do that. Hustle. All right, and we're facing this group of fantastic players, and there's so many more good players in there. Really crazy good. Really crazy good. JD Bradley, come on, let's get him. How many yards was that? 200 yards? Yeesh. That's going to be a hard piece of work. But we're just going to go with it. Let's see how that works out. As long as we don't pick up any injuries, I feel like we are... Ooh, number 99. Coming across with an incredibly quick stop here. Halfback slam. Let's keep on trucking here. If we can break through once, JD Bradley has shown that he really can be an incredibly quick and dangerous player. Unless he gets injured. Guys! Man, what are you doing? Oh my god. Again, it was Stutzman. I saw it. It was Stutzman, the bastard. He's just always coming in hot. He's such a dangerous player. Again, almost picking this one. Deshaun Price with an injury. Alright, let's keep him around and let's just get Bryce Ramsey running here. See what he can do. Off we go. Push, 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 push. 3rd and 5. Alright. A respectable 5-yard pickup here. Notable inactives. Yes, I know. I know. Muscle cramps. Alright, that's not too bad then. We're going to go with a double cross here. Left, right, up. Although I have to say that the pass defense is really good for them. But Ramsey, maybe Okonkwo. Jalen Phillips with an injury, but that slap by Stutzman made a hell of a difference here. Do I go for a freaking 63-yard field goal? That seems excessive. That really seems very excessive. I mean, 4th and 5, that is no joke. I'll tell you what. I think going for one of our best plays makes sense. Right? Rodgers or Okonkwo. Catch, 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 catch. Go down. There we go. Well done, Chig. Well done, Will Levis. That was a high-risk play after they stopped all of our other attempts at playing the ball there. But yeah, that was good. A good pickup. And apart from Paul, all our offensive line players are superstars. I mean, that is just awesome. And we didn't overpay anybody. That is almost my favorite bit. Yeah, they are just really gonna be tying us down here. Trying to stiff arm here, JD Bradley. Doesn't count towards his tally. Stutzman does help him up, so that's fair play. He's not a how do I put it? He's not a nasty, unfair player. He's just a very good player, alright? Ivilemi Fehoko is breathing very hard over there. I need a block here. Can I get a block? Can I push forward now? Grant Delpit 3rd and 1. 12 yards out from the end zone. Halfback gut. Let's go here. Left hand side. It is a yard. And if we count the 4th down, we have 2 attempts to make this. JD Bradley going forward. Basically, oh, Green Barton again. Jesus, man. Alright, inside zone. If I can get JD Bradley 2 touchdowns, that might be easier than getting those 200 yards. So we're just going to try and get those. Did I step inside? I don't think so. 2nd and goal. 1 yard out. Inside zone, slight curve. Those work best most of the time. I'm going to say most of the time. Not even 1 foot was inside. Oh, crud. There we go. And the offensive line is really getting hammered. We're going to go for a halfback wham here. We're going to get this freaking touchdown, man. Shove, shove, shove. And we're in. All right. Rashad Anderson with an injury. But JD Bradley powers into the end zone here. Come on, defense. Defense turns it over. That is big, man. That is really big. Bryce Ramsey. Looking at you here. 4 verticals. Again, I'm going to be looking for you because that actually worked out not too bad. Just catch, turn, 4-yard pickup. Works for me. I'm going to be hit with the 2-minute warning immediately now. But not to worry. Not to worry. We're going to stay focused here. And we're going to kick it off with one of my favorites. Man, I love this play. But it's a play, you know, it doesn't matter what the playbook is. You have to find your own plays that you like. And you also have your own plays that work. Because not every player and combination can really pull off certain plays. And this combination of Will Levis and Chig Okonkwo has really worked together so well. I think they've even formed a breakfast club, right? But both of them are doing such a good job. Alright, here we go. Chig. Here we go. Ball is live. I need him to get past Stutzman. There we go. And we're going to go down here. 1 minute 20. And they haven't called a timeout yet. We're 2 yards out. I certainly want to have that timeout. We're going to go the halfback toss. Why? Because I want to get tackled. That might sound crazy here, but it is exactly my idea to basically go over here, get taken down at the 1 yard line. That is almost perfect. I don't want to give him the ball back anymore. And if I push in here, I've got timeouts. I can really afford the time, but I don't want to give him the ball back. I want to take a lead with me into halftime. So let's just go with around 15 seconds to go. I think like that could be a good idea. Bradley stopped. Are you kidding me, man? 3rd and goal. Dude. Alright. Never mind. Never mind. Never you worry. We're going to do this again. I love when I have so many options. Alright. Let's set up a little bit broader here. We're going to go inside zone here. Straight at Stutzman. Or not. Psych! And we're in 14 and 7. A few seconds to go. And is that his second? I think it is. I really think it is. Probably shouldn't have overpaid Tyjae Spears. But he was just so good. But actually looking at Adams, looking at Bradley. Come on, defense. Alright, defense did their job in the first half. Let's see that they keep on doing that in the second half as well. 4 verticals. Come on. Shove in the back by Stutzman here. Really, really always on the man. Having a very good midline backer is incredibly important. Can Okonkwo get around the outside here, or do we have to? Yes, I should have went with Palmer. That would have been a better call here. So let's go with the shallow cross. Get Chig out there. Maybe let's get Rodgers out of the way quicker, but also give him a route that it makes him a viable option. Alright, first down. Max Crosby going down with an injury now. Holding his right shoulder. Mesh spot time it is. Let's go. Amari Rodgers, maybe Burks. Oh my lord. Alright, having a pick here and a pick 6 would be absolutely horrible. So we're not going to be trying that again. I accidentally pressed keep for Netane Muti. JD Bradley, man. JD Bradley and Netane Muti's out now. Alright. Kinda did that to myself. Halfback wham. Let's go. Need another touchdown here for him. Going down. He already has 2 touchdowns. All right, I think that is good enough. It's at 2+ touchdowns, so let's just be on the safe side. Try and get a third. Let's go left again. Oh, Malachi Moore just closing down that play without not a lot of effort. Let's use Bullet. Let's bring a Bullet here for a sniff of the action here, right? Okonkwo, Palmer. Now it's Okonkwo. Just goes down safely here. 2 minutes and 8 seconds to be played in this third quarter. Inside zone, a left-hand side run. Bradley. All right. Let's get a block in there. Let's get a stiff arm in there. And we go down. All right. 15 rushes, 60-70 yards. So I don't think we would really have a chance at hitting those 200-yard numbers. I mean, this one was just completely opening up. Chig just had an open route. And now they do strike back in the fourth quarter. Picking up a field goal now would probably put my mind a little bit more at ease. Powering forward, Austin Huffman now for the Raiders with an injury, number 22. Going outside, looks like a player again hit by the draft bug. I really hated that. That was so stupid. Such a lazy situation for a team like EA or publisher, producer, whatever. That's just embarrassing. Messing up something that has worked for the past 3 games without so much as a hiccup. And now all of a sudden it doesn't work anymore. Gotta be kidding me. And the same goes for that stupid bug with the faces, where it doesn't show you the faces when you edit players. So annoying! Can't even get my head around how that gets past playtesting. Caleb Palmer going forward here. Staying inbounds, which means the clock will keep on running. And he kind of rubs it in to Malachi Moore. Inside zone split. We have to go for a run play here anyways to keep that clock running. Off we go. Jack Linsley. Well done. Another first down. Clock will run down now, and we're going to be hit with the 2-minute mark. Kaboom. There we go. 21-14. Alright, I'm going to go out there on a limb. And I do hope I'm not going to eat my words, but looks like we should get this one here done. Either a field goal now or a touchdown will put us firmly out of reach for the Raiders, who called the timeout just now. Yeah, just didn't see that right away. Let's just force him into using timeouts. That was a beautiful shuffle here on Jelani Tyjae. Another timeout called, 3rd and 1. If we get this one here, then we will get another 3 downs and they will not be able to get back at us. There we go. Jack Linsley now going down. I would hate to lose a bunch of players now. I'm gonna have to bulk him up. He just looks like a high school player. I don't know. And we're just gonna go for it. To hell with playing cautiously here. 28 versus 14. And our defense does the freaking rest. Here we go, guys. Well done. And now it's time to have some fun. Treylon Burks. All right. Speaking of fun, let me just really fix our depth chart. Just very, very quickly. All right. I don't want to risk injuries here anymore. That is not what I want to see now. All I want to see is backup players playing backup. There we go. No injuries needed at this point in time. I need to keep my players fit for the Super Bowl. That is the order of the day. Not that I'm switching in bad players here, mind you. I'm really putting in pretty good players. All of these are more than capable of holding their own. I'm actually going to be putting in Jaelyn Wilcox now. Let's get him some reps as well. Justin Patton stays. I'm also going to be putting in Caleb Farley. And it's really crazy if I put in a backup player and we only lose a few points in overall. And Taylor Colon, here we go. Now, let's take a look at those third down running back situations because those I'm going to be putting Whyle here. Whyle, that makes sense. Apart from that, yeah, I'll use them as slot receivers. Why not? But for now, let's just keep pounding this one here without causing any risks to our players. Josh Whyle fighting for yards here. Dylan McMahon immediately injured. Fantastic. Zone weak, left-hand side. Can we stop it with the injuries now and the unnecessary timeouts? Jesus, man, what a speedster. Being dragged out of bounds there. But Ramsey doing extremely well. Very nice. Very, very nice. Alright, returning is Burks. I've never actually seen that pop up before. What a nice shifty dude. I like that. I like that. Do I have a new running back? Maybe we'll switch things up next season. Maybe I actually will move on Spears. He has been very good, but he has been picking up a lot of injuries as well. That is not really fantastic. Especially when you... Oh, look at the big man push him. Pushing back the pile, just unable to stop him. Halfback ice. Oh, here we go. Bryce Ramsey. And we get a block here. Push, 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 push. Tell you what. Alright, I won't tell you anything. There we go. We're going to spike it with 3 seconds to go. And now I am actually I'm gonna look for pass plays. Can we get one pass play away here? Yes, he's returning. I know that. It's not really making me that happy. Kyle Phillips, maybe Burks, maybe Clancy. Yeah, Stutzman gets that one away, but not to worry. 4th and 3. We could go for a field goal, but we're not. We're actually going to be through to the Super Bowl after pretty challenging game against the Raiders, who have once again proven to be a big stepping stone, a big hurdle to take. 28-14, but we progress. We fight hard, we put everything on the line, and we get the rewards. Will Levis, 154 yards, 71% completion rate, 1 touchdown. Caleb Williams, not as productive, 57%, 141 yards. Mike Kramer, yeah. Just put him in to protect Will Levis. J.D. Bradley was fantastic. 135 yards, 3 freaking touchdowns. Bryce Ramsey, I really like the look of him. He was just so good. On the receiving side, Chig was fantastic. 123 yards, 1 touchdown. Great job here. Joe Henry, Michael Mayer. Well, nobody really caught up to him there. On defense, Danny Stutzman, solo tackle leader, total tackle leader, Danny Stutzman. Tackles for losses 0, 2 sacks for Jordan Hall, 1 interception for Sonny Styles, and on the kicking side, 4 extra points made for Evan McPherson. Really great performance all around. How about that game from J.D. Bradley? I've always thought of him as a serviceable backup, even back in his college days. But if we develop him improperly, I think he could be a special player. Dev trade upgrade, JD Bradley now has the star development trait and progresses faster than before. 5,000 for the running back. That is really cool, man. That is really cool. Actually, I like this development. I really like this development because it means that we could think about moving on from Tyjae Spears, who is fantastic, don't get me wrong. But if I put Chris McAdams, JD Bradley, and Bryce Ramsey in there, they're all pretty young. We could even get a lot of cash or value for Tyjae Spears. Let's just sleep on that one, all right? I won't rush anything here. He does have a pretty good deal actually, around 8, 9 in the later stages of the contract. It's not too expensive, but gotta think about that. I also like Bryce Ramsey. We might even put him back on the practice squad. Just keep him there. Maybe do that next season, something like that. He hasn't really played for another team yet, so that's okay. Now, one new injury report. Let's just see who that is. Who's that going to be? There we go. Amarius Mims with a dislocated ankle. For fuck's sake, man. Out for the season. All right, let's go here and let's place you on the injured reserve because you're going to be out anyways, so who cares? I need to bring in a new right tackle, a new addition for the offensive line. Do we have somebody on the practice squad? Is there an option on there? Let's just see. We have a left tackle, Mike Gray, 67 rated. Yeah, I don't think so. I really don't think so. I just think that we need to bring in a player that can play positions on the offensive line, being able to switch around here and there. Let's just see who's available. Dion Dawkins, best rated. I'm just looking at the best rated here, 78. All right. Dalton Risner, 78. Nick Harris, 71. All right. Royce Newman, 76. And Caleb McGarry, that's 76 as well. So actually, I feel like we should go for Dion Dawkins or Dalton Risner. I actually don't care about either one. Who has higher strength? I'm gonna let that decide. 86 versus 87. Let's go with Dalton Risner. And I will be slapping him over on the right tackle position just to add some depth there. I don't intend to really use him. He's nothing more than a really serviceable backup, a band-aid if you want to put it that way. So there we go. Let's just use him over there. We're going to switch him over to being a right tackle. That will happen without any loss in quality or in overall. There we go. And now we have the right tackle set with Presley, who's going to be my starter. I actually like that, and Dalton Risner as the backup. That is decent enough. All right, decent enough. But David Presley with that 99 strength is just really insane on the right guard position. I like Bullet. Netane Muti is here as well, so we can move him around that offensive line. Skoronski, Dylan McMahon looking pretty good. Left guard, we've got Lindsley, we've got Randolph and Lynch on that injured reserve list. Can we actually put him on the practice squad? We actually could. Why not do that? All right, we're going to do that. And on left tackle, we've got Deshaun Price and Patrick Paul, both looking very nice. Yeah, guys, I think we're done with this episode here. A lot of things happening. We won the game. That's the most important one. 28 versus 14. We lost a few players to injury again. We're dealing pretty well with the loss of Tyjae Spears, to be honest. Never really missed him. And yeah, as far as everything else goes, really enjoyed this. I hope you did as well. If you did, do drop a like. Please subscribe. It means a lot to me, as you know. And as always, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for making this special for me. Stay awesome, everybody, and see you next time.